Alright, welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we're taking a look at this week's Sunday preview. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe for daily reactions, reviews, news, painting, modeling, conversion tutorials. So we have the Amazons on pitch and a return to the Cursed City. A new team comes to Blood Bowl. The cities of Ulfenkarn opens its gates once more, and the upgrade kits for Warhammer the Horus Heresy that you've all been waiting for come to pre-order next week. Take a look at the highlights. So we're going to skip through the highlights and take a look at the full article. So for Blood Bowl, we have the Amazon Blood Bowl team, Kara Temple Harpies. So overall, really nice looking models right here. I do like them. I think the little claws are pretty cool. See, there's like a couple of them carrying snakes and everything. The headdresses are pretty neat. I like the overall aesthetic. They are well proportioned. Good looking team right here. Definitely like them. Cool little like snakes down here. Skull markers. So the Kara Temple Harpies are the new Amazon team for Blood Bowl, bringing speed, slipperiness, and savage nature to the Astro Granite. They offer a new challenge for all players. This includes 6 Eagle Warrior Line Women, 2 Jaguar Warrior Blockers, 2 Python Warrior Throwers, interesting, and 2 Piranha Warrior Blitzers. They all come with dodge. Your Blitzers have a new hit and run trait, which enables them to escape retaliation after they've performed a block. So pretty cool overall. Yeah, nice looking models, great detail. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Yeah, they look good. Definitely a neat new team right here. I'm sure they will be popular. You also get 2 Blood Bowl double-sided coins, 2 turn and reroll markers, 4 balls, and a transfer sheet inside the box. Then we have the Blood Bowl Journal Spike 15. So we know this is like the Blood Bowl themed magazine right here. And then along to go with the Amazon team, we have the pitch and dugout. So we know these run like 50 bucks right here. And then we have the Blood Bowl cards. These run around 30 right here. And then we have the dice as well. They run like 18. These look pretty good. They look like they'd be legible, which is usually my main complaint with them. Get the best advantages a Blood Bowl coach can have with these accessories. Intimidate visiting teams apart from maybe Lizardman with a double-sided jungle-themed pitch, including a torrential downpour side with a scaly audience, which comes with matching dugouts. Keep track of your players' rules during a match with the Amazon Team card deck, which also contains 16 team-exclusive special play cards that can turn around a game in a flash, and 14 dice sets. We can't guarantee they'll always roll double skulls or 6s, but at least we are doing it with a very stylish set. All right, and then we have some Forgeworld Key Players and characters. So we have Boa Constrictor, clearly a snake creature. So we've seen this one previewed already. Pretty neat, definitely fits the aesthetic. Then we have Estella Le Venu. So she's like a little like witch or warlock or something. Got a bunch of little toads and frogs all over her. And then Glottal Stop. So he is a Croxador, big old reptile. And then on to Warhammer Quest Cursed City. So we have the return of the original Cursed City game. Cursed City is back. Can you and your friends save Ulfenkarn from the undead hordes that roam the streets? This box contains everything you need to play the tense cooperative game, including 60 plastic miniatures, cards, tokens, counters, game board tiles, and dice. There are also War Scroll cards, so you can use most of the miniatures in your games of Warhammer Age of Sigmar 2. And then we have the Warhammer Quest Cursed City Nightwars. This was previewed already. I did a video on this. So the interesting thing about this expansion, Nightwars for Cursed City, is it actually does not include any miniatures. So Games Workshop has not released a game that was intended to be used with miniatures, without miniatures, in quite some time, maybe ever. I did the breakdown. There's basically like 5 groups of monsters you fight in this. There are 3 unique vampire characters. There is a squad of 3 Fellbats. And then there is Radikar once he has turned into a full-on werewolf. So you get all of the game pieces that you need. You get everything you need to play the game except for the miniatures. So assuming this game runs somewhere around like 50 or 60 bucks, if you were to buy the individual miniatures on their own, you would be looking at basically around like $265 to play this expansion. So the initial game is $200 and came with like 50 miniatures and tons more stuff. So for you to have to purchase the miniatures individually here, I think is a poor decision on Games Workshop's part, especially with so many competing brands making similar style and looking miniatures or 3D printing. I think this is basically a step in the wrong direction. They should be trying to bring down the prices of their overall games and get people to buy like the bundles and their miniatures and whatnot. And instead, I think this kind of drives people the other route, which is like, hey, go ahead and just proxy in the miniatures you have, or proxy in, miniatures from 3D printing or a different game or whatever works conveniently, so you guys can play through this game without having to spend, a couple $100s on it. So you may say that's a good thing. I think it is a good thing to have options for people. But also, if you look at it as you were going to buy this set, but now you have to pay for all the individual components, you lose the bundle deal of buying a box set, and you don't really gain much for it if you were going to use Games Workshop's actual miniatures. So in my decision, this is a poor, in my opinion, this is a poor decision on Games Workshop's part. Some people may like it. Some people may hate it. I'm not like super passionate one way or the other. I suspect that this has to do with the fact that they ended up releasing all these miniatures separately because of issues during like the pandemic. So assuming everything goes back to normal after this, and this is just a one-off event, it's whatever. I hope that this isn't what we see in the future, as things like Cursed City may not be an amazing game or may not be a super popular game. Maybe it didn't take off how people were hoping. I think a lot of that has to do with the launch, but the actual game is probably decent, and the models that come in the set are amazing, and being able to pay $200 for 50 models is an absolute steal. So it's definitely a bummer to see that we're not going to get those bundles anymore. So continue your hero's journeys with this first expansion for Warhammer Quest Cursed City. As 3 new vampire lords seek to claim dominion over the city. Can you put stake into their claims? This set includes rules for 3 new journey types and all new cards and tokens you'll need on your quest. You can further expand your games by picking up the miniatures Radukar the Beast, Felbats, Vampire Lord, Lady Annika the Thirsting Blade, and Kritza the Rat Prince separately. So pretty cool, and we do know that there's more expansions coming, so we'll see when the other expansions come out how that affects the releases. So next we have for Warcry, Age of Sigmar. So we see the core book. This was previously only available in the Heart of Gur box set. First available in the Heart of Gur box set, this core Warcry book, new edition, is coming out separately and includes the core rules for the game, loads of backgrounds on brutal setting, the Gnarlwood, and lots of extra content for match, narrative, and open play, including quest campaigns and more. It's a great book. I would imagine it's probably going to run $60 USD. Next we have the Space Marine Heroes. So they are, I believe, re-releasing all the Space Marine Heroes. These are all old models, I think. Build a tactical squad or kill team, 1 blind box at a time. There are 6 push-fit Space Marines to collect, all in red plastic with both helmeted and bare head options. Connotating the Blood Angels chapter. Although you can paint them any color you like, you can also buy a dispenser set of 8 figures, guaranteeing you'll get all 6 different models with 2 extras. So interesting. I did not realize if you bought the 8-pack that you definitely got at least 1 of each and then the 2 extras. I thought it was just completely random. But I believe these were previously released in blue plastic and they were just sold as Ultramarines in this. So I'm pretty sure they're the same models. They just cast them in red, but the details are all the same and everything. So next we have the Warhammer Horus Heresy. So we see here the World Eaters upgrade sets. We saw these previously previewed. They're definitely like the OG style. These are the Mark 6 heads for World Eaters. And then we see the shoulder pads as well. And then, of course, we have the Space Wolf upgrade sets. So we saw these. They obviously set the internet on fire. We have like the actual wolf-shaped heads. And then, of course, we have our Space Wolf shoulder pads as well. Again, nice looking stuff right here, available from Forgeworld. And then new from the Black Library, we have Cursed City. So I believe this is the initial Cursed City coming back. When a series of vicious murders rocks the vampire-ruled city of Ulfenkarn, the city's dread ruler takes you to the streets. Can a vampire hunter, a vigilante, a wizard, and a soldier uncover the truth of what's happening? Get ready for the game's re-release with the tie-in novel Cursed City is available in paperback for the first time. So that is the initial first printing of the paperback. So then we have the Empire at War. Pretty cool cover there. And then Rogel Dorn, Emperor's Crusader. Blood of Asaheim, Courage and Honor. So quite a bit coming out here from Black Library, even either physical books or different languages, etc. They got some digital books as well. Warhammer Crime Week. Hot pursuit of the release of the Warcry Conspiracy comes Warhammer Crime Week. Starting tomorrow, you'll be able to get a daily e-short for the next 5 days. Chains is about a negotiation with a gang lord. Slate Run features a bodyguard job that's not as straightforward as it seems. Clear as Glass follows a rookie probator meeting a representative of a criminal syndicate. Once a Killer is a two-parter in which Sanctioner must track down a former pit fighter before he kills again. But can he get over their dark shared past? Subscribe to all 5 stories on the Black Library website and you'll receive one of them free. Everything above is available to pre-order from Saturday. Sign up for our newsletter to keep up to date with all the latest releases. And then Christmas is coming, official licensed products. So obviously with everything going on, supply chains and all that stuff, it's probably a better idea to plan ahead for Christmas this year. So we do have for the calendar 24 figures, the Space Marine Chibi Advent calendar. So basically just 24 different chibis in all the different colors of the Space Marines, all in this Advent calendar. Count down the days to Christmas with the Space Marines Chibi Advent calendar from Bandai. The 41st millennium has never looked so cute. If you missed out on these last year, you can grab one now and add 24 Chibi Space Marines to your collection, including a special paint your own Marine. It can be from any chapter. So pretty neat there for people who like that stuff. And then we see a official 2023 calendar, some cool artwork there. Track 365 days around the soul with Warhammer 40k and Horus Heresy 2023 calendar. They each feature 12 stunning pieces of artwork. While the Warhammer 40k one comes with a fold-out poster, the Horus Heresy calendar will only be available via our print-on-demand service. So there is actually 2 different calendars, it sounds like. I think they're just showing the one. And then we have tree decorations. So these are pretty neat. Definitely a fan of the Squig and Grot. Space Marine one is cool as well. Decorate your Christmas tree, make it look resplendent as a magical Sylvaneth glade with these 3 baubles. Choose from Ultramarines, Squig, or everyone's favorite festive revolutionary, the Red Gobbo. And then the Red Gobbo socks, so obviously big around Christmas time. You can also decorate your feet with the Red Gobbo. These socks are the perfect stocking filler for a rebellious Gretchen in your own life. And then we have pin badges, obviously to look like purity seals. Show your dedication to the God Emperor with these 3 purity seal pin badges. 1 each for 3 of the most famous Space Marine chapters, decorating chapter icons and litanies. So we see Dark Angels, Blood Angels, and Ultramarines. Then we have some keychains. We've got a bolter, a las gun, a chain axe, and a choppa. So pretty cool. And then Christmas cards, a bunch of various Christmas cards here. And then we have in-store presents, mystery faction pin badge. And then for mystery faction pin badge, it's for Sigmar and then for 40k as well. And of course, some new Warhammer Plus also. So quite a bit going on here. Lots of non-Games Workshop products, obviously for the holidays here. Clearly that licensing coming in as they are, taking every opportunity they can to, sell the brand, make a little extra money on the side. Can't blame them for that. Obviously will help to expand the name, help to theoretically expand the games as well. So that is good for all of us. So a bunch of books coming out here from Black Library, a bunch of reprints in soft cover, some digital, and then of course we have the return of Cursed City. We have quite a few pieces here coming from Forgeworld. We have the shoulder pads and heads for both the World Eaters and the Space Wolves as well. That is for Horus Heresy. We have Space Marine 2 Blood Angels coming out. So far, none of this really jumping out at me. The core book being available for Warcry is definitely good. I do already have that from the box set. And then I will jump on this expansion. Definitely very cool. Looking forward to this. I do have some of these models already. I don't love the way this is being packaged, but hopefully it is just a one-off thing. And then we have the return of the actual Cursed City game. If you haven't picked that up, it is loaded with awesome models. Absolutely phenomenal. I have not played the actual game. I've heard mixed results. Overall, not so great. Looks like it could be fun. It doesn't look particularly hard or like super competitive. And then we have a bunch of Blood Bowl stuff as well. 3 new characters from Forgeworld. And then we have the dice, dugout, and cards from Games Workshop. We have Spike Magazine. And then, of course, we have the new Amazon Blood Bowl team. So very cool. Quite a bit coming out here. Definitely looking forward to the Cursed City expansion. Let me know what got you excited this week. And obviously, anything that you're going to be picking up. Always like to hear back from you guys, hear your opinions, thoughts, and whatnot. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there. If you did enjoy today's video, reactions, reviews, and news, daily modeling, painting, converting tutorials for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, and of course some Horus Heresy as well. Make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody that jumped over and checked out Let's Make It 40K from the last video. Really does mean a lot to me. And thank you one more time for that awesome new logo and animation. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I am Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.